Hey, y'all. How you doing? I'm being attacked by a dog since I've been gone all freaking day. He has to get all of his loving in. Okay, you're going to take all my makeup off. Yeah, that's enough. I'm home. Yes, I'm home. Isn't it wonderful? I'm home. Yes. Mm-hmm. Shh. Enough. So, it has been a day. I went to work this morning and I worked a half a day, and then I had class, and then I went and had drinks with an old work colleague of mine. And then I went down to Oregon. I couldn't get him to pull the shades on me. That's never happened before. That was incredibly disappointing. So, I thought it'd be fun to have an evening, not too late, but not too early live stream and see who showed up during this time. Because this isn't a time that I normally live stream. So we've got a Ryan here. Enough. We've got a Ryan here. Enough. Yeah. If you're just showing up, this is Orion, and he is a miniature dachshund who hasn't seen his mommy all day long. And he thinks that his life is completely over as a result. Yeah, that's what this is. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. So, how's everybody doing this week? Are you having a good week so far? I'm having a good week so far. The dog's having a good week so far. People keep popping in and out of my stream deciding they don't want to watch it. Hey, Jen, how are you? Orion is here giving me a bath because he was in his crate all day today from 8:45 until 8. He was in his crate all day today. He is unpleased with me, and so he is up in my lap giving me a bath. I had quite a day today. How about you? Are you ready for the week to be almost over? We are 3/5 of the way through, almost done. In a second here, I'm going to have the cat up on my lap because he's going to be upset with me. It's going to be a whole thing. We're going to have all the pets. It'll be fun. Oh, the cat went over there. Okay, that's good. How are you doing, Jen? Exhausted? Yeah, I'm a little exhausted too. Tomorrow is one of my days off, although it is also my third child, or my first child's, my eldest child's 30th birthday is tomorrow. So don't get in my lipstick, dog. I'm a little exhausted too. It has been a week, and having Monday and Wednesday classes is not my favorite. at all. I prefer Tuesday, Thursday classes, but here we are with Monday, Wednesday classes. It's been a little much. If you guys didn't catch it, I did go. He's just bound and determined he's going to be on my lap. Mama was gone all day. Oh my goodness gracious. Did I leave you in a crate all day? I'm the worst. Hold on just a second, you guys. Checking with hubby, who also just got home. We both had long, long days. Orion is not letting me out of his sight yet. So I went down to the org today. Ooh, what happened today, you guys? Let me know what happened today, what I missed. What's the latest? This is a strange time for me to be on, I can tell, because nobody is showing up. Everybody must just be used to nothing being on at this hour. Oh, Jen, I'm so sorry. The congestion's trying to turn into a sinus infection. That's the worst. And it's got to make it awful for sleeping. I'm really sorry. Sorry, that's the dog needing to nibble on himself. And my shirt is coming unbuttoned because of the dog. We're not going to make this a strip show, y'all. We're not going to make this a strip show. I'm sorry you're not sleeping, Jen. That's got to be really, really sucky. It is exciting that you're going to go back down to the org really soon, though. That was exciting. I saw that today somewhere. I don't remember where I saw that you posted that, or if you just made a comment somewhere, but it's really exciting. It's really exciting. Like I was saying, I went down to the org today, and it was the foundation shift, so the evening shift, and they've clearly never seen me before. So I was there for about 15 minutes, and they did not pull the shades. So that was the unexciting end of my day after I'd spent the afternoon bragging to my friend about how I could get him to pull the shades. Isn't that just like Scientology? I'm going to brag about how they pull the shades every time I show up, and then I show up and they don't pull the shades. That sounds about on par for how they are. Middle of next month. That sounds really exciting, Jen. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Is there anybody else protesting the Las Vegas org? Where is it? You've probably already said all of this. Hey, Lurker, who are you? Oh, you're gone. Puppy is finally calming down. There's his nose again. Yes, you're a good boy. Was I gone and put you in jail all day long? I sure was. I was gone and put you in jail all day long. Yeah, I did. I did. That was not good of me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You did good, though. You were a good boy. You were a good boy. Yes. So, what else? Class was good today. I think I think let's see. Let's look really quick. There's Cult of Scientology, but he also travels. And Anne Hummingbird said her grandkids want to go with me the next time you go, as well as Annette, the lady who showed up the last time. Well, that's a good contingent. I mean, we really only have 4 people who show up regularly. So it's not that many fewer. I need to look at something just a second. No, okay. Class went okay. It was talking about the sociology, the sociolinguistics of bilingualism, which was admittedly difficult and confusing. Probably something you guys aren't particularly interested in discussing. Meeting with my friend, talking a lot about how so many women our age are just having similar problems, similar experiences of Cult of Scientology also has some surgery health stuff. Cool. That's a whole lot of people in Vegas. That's impressive. What's their org like? I'm curious. Do they have a bunch of windows like we do, or is it? Hi, Robert. I was just talking about my day. I had a very busy and long day, but it was not awful. I had work this morning, and then I had class, and then I went for drinks with a old work colleague of mine from our jobs before the jobs we currently have. Um, and that was really good. We hadn't seen each other for a while. And so it was nice to catch up and see how each other was doing. And then I ran over to the org to get them to close their shades, but they were not in the mood to participate in the closing of the shades, which was terribly unfortunate. The drinks were excellent. They had a spicy prickly pear margarita was on their happy hour list. And that did not impress. My friend and I each got one and we sent them each back. We were not impressed. But I got a sidecar and that went down just slick as a whistle. And my friend got a lemon drop and hers went down well also. So all in all, it was a perfectly lovely day. Um, except for the fact that they didn't pull the damn shades, which is really, really uncool of them. Because I was talking to my friend and showing off how cool I was and how I had superpowers. Orion, Orion. I was telling her all about my superpowers, and they refused. They refused to pull the shades. Those butts. So I guess the tail end of the story there is we're gonna have to start going down more at night, which does not thrill me um at all. But maybe the evening crew is just more laid back. They must have been watching my stream and did it on purpose. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them. It was annoying. It was annoying. I I was really that's my favorite part of going down there is having him pull the shades. I know it's silly, and that should not be the highlight of my day, but boy oh boy, it sure does make my day to show up and have him pull the shades. I just tickles me to absolutely no end. So, that was my day. It was very long, longer day than I usually have. So, yeah, it is clear that I need to start thinking about subjects to talk about when I do these streams that aren't at Scientology. And it's a little, those are hard for me to come up. You think they didn't pull the blinds because those people were in there watching? That could also be Lisa because they haven't. Santa dressed like Johnny Cash wasn't there. No, he was not there. He is clearly on the day crew. You mean Merlin's beard, Robert? They have not pulled the shades when people were in there before. When people have been in there visiting previously, they've not pulled the shades when I showed up. So it could clearly be that people were sitting there watching the shades. Look at what I got, Lisa. Showed up today. Maybe he is in charge of all the shades. Well, then he really messed up by not making somebody in charge of the shades for at night. And we need to really get that tech worked out because he should have left somebody in charge for at night. He really should have left someone there in charge for at night. He might be in charge of the shades, but clearly day crew and night crew think differently about stuff. Uh-huh. That's it, Lisa. That one right there. Evening crew doesn't know the drill because we've only shown up during the day. That is the thing that I think is more likely, but I think it's a combination probably of both of those things. Because you're absolutely right. In the past, they have had people there watching the shows and haven't pulled the blinds. They that is true, Robert. That is true. Heck, it's dark enough around there after 3 o'clock, after the sun isn't shining on the street anymore, which nowadays, right now, this time of year is about 3 o'clock. After that happens, we could probably use the shades as a projector screen. That would be hilarious. I will have to keep that in mind. And maybe we'll start taking donations for a projector to go along with the megaphone that we need. I would not have advocated a megaphone, but I'll tell you what, they've been playing that music at us. So I think a megaphone is warranted and fair. Which one, Rika? A megaphone or the shades? Yeah, I think Rika had mentioned the shades. I think that would be excellent. Robert, my email address is heycarrieann@gmail.com. Orion. Sorry, guys. Orion. Sorry, y'all. Stop. Kennel up. Come on. No? You gonna quiet down? Big Chief, how are you? Robert James, just make sure that you notice there's 3 N's in Carrie Ann. 3 N's. Because Hey Carrie Ann with 2 N's was already taken. Sorry about the barking, you guys. The dachshund was certain that he saw something threatening our lives that he had to protect us from for all eternity because the fate of the world depends on it if he doesn't bark. So, I would love to see your video, Robert. Please email it to me at heycarrieann with 3 N's in the N, in the Ann. Terrier doing him's job, indeed. There might be something that is dangerous, possibly, maybe, that I need to save us from because the end of the world is nigh. Oh my goodness, getting him to stop barking is it's like getting a terrier to stop barking. Does not happen. Big Chief, how are you? Robert, you got the email now? Oh my goodness. You still thinking about barking over there? Terrier doing him's job. You're so right, Jen. You're so right. Big Chief, how was your day? I am looking forward to a day off tomorrow. catching up on what's going on, getting some homework done so that I'm ready for next week, reading some chapters. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Look forward to the weekend. Thank you, Robert. I look forward to seeing it. You're blessed and your days are good. I'm so glad, Big Chief. That's really glad to hear. I like it when my people have good days. Everybody should have more good days than bad, I think. Look, Robert, I got an email from you. I will take a look as soon as I'm done with the live stream. So, anything particular happened today? Yeah, I saw it. Anything interesting happened today on the interwebs? Have we defeated Scientology yet? Look at me looking for all my vapes. I've got one in each boob. Oh, Robert, The Outer Limits. I don't think I've ever watched The Outer Limits. Now I'm going to have to go do some research on The Outer Limits before I go watch the video. I wouldn't want to miss the jokes. What have all you guys got planned for the weekend? I think this weekend, well, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, so he's invited us to the bar for drinks with his friends, which is really sweet. You're out for a doctor appointment? I hope it's a good doctor appointment, just a checkup and there's nothing wrong, Robert. No, Big Chief, I didn't hear about that. Jiminy Christmas. Wow. Wow. I will have to check the news. I've taken to not checking the news very regularly because okay, I'll watch the episode To Serve Man first. Hold on. I have to write it down. You only get one day off this week since you took Monday off? Well, I usually get a day off during the week and then 2 days off during the weekend. But really, To Serve Man, Outer Limits. To Serve Man. Sunday is your only day off? Well, to be fair, I say I get 3 days off, but really it turns into 1 day off because I use the 2 days off to do homework. So there really is only 1 day off. Oh, pardon me. I don't know where that came from. How old are your kids, Jen? I wanted to homeschool kids, but it was a different time and it's a lot of work to homeschool children. I know you know. So much work nowadays to homeschool kids. But yes, when there is teachers recruiting girls for their pimp's son, one really worries about what people out there are doing who work with kids. Benjamin Crump is the attorney representing victims. Well, are they? I hope they're suing the school district. Guys, I expect the teacher doesn't have very deep pockets. I didn't know there was a British College of pardon me. I didn't know there was a British College of Canine Studies. That's interesting. What kind of courses do they have? I assume annual behavior, I can talk. Animal behaviorism, animal behavior, that kind of thing. That sounds interesting. Might be interesting to learn about. Animal behavior I find really interesting. Watching the dogs interact, trying to keep them from humping each other into oblivion. I'm not convinced that this disposable is effective. I guess I will keep puffing on it and see if I get high. Oh, you guys, you guys, you guys. I am so close. I am at 800. How many? Hi, Susan. How are you? I am at 818 subscribers. I can't even believe it. I couldn't believe it when I hit 800, you guys. I'm at 818. And my watch hours are at a little over. Yesterday I checked and they finally popped over to a little over 1,500 watch hours, which means that for watch hours, I am more than halfway there to being monetized, you guys. It only takes 3,000 watch hours to get. It takes 4,000 watch hours to be fully monetized, but you get super chats and memberships at 3,000 members, 3,000 watch hours. So I'm really excited that in 2 months, 2 months, let me see. Robert, just keep working on it. Keep working on it and it will happen. Let me look. I think I'm trying to look where my first Scientology video was. January 31st. February, March. In 2 months. In 2 months, guys, I've gotten to 800 subscribers and I've gotten 1,500 watch hours. That's really exciting. Thank you, guys. 1,500 watch hours is a lot. If I can get another 1,500 watch hours in the next 2 months, that would be so incredibly exciting. What, Big Chief? Yeah, it's really exciting, Susan. I'm so excited. excited. I really appreciate you guys watching and participating and being here. I'm getting really used to just being able to log on. Thank you, Big Chief. I'm getting really used to just being able to log on and having y'all here as just this built-in support system, and it's amazing. It feels really nice to know that I can just log on, and it might take 4 or 5 minutes. Pup Groomer, 428 subs in 321 hours is amazing. Because you haven't done that many videos, have you? I've done like 50 videos, but I don't think you've done near that many. So this is an amazing community, and I don't mean my community. I mean our little corner of the YouTubes is an amazing community. Yeah, she is doing great, isn't she, Susan? She's doing exceptionally great. We are all just growing and learning more. Oh, I saw the announcement about the Relate-A-Bout channel today. That's really exciting, and I popped on over there, and they've got more than 600 subscribers, I think. They had a lot, if I remember correctly. At least it seemed like a lot. You have over 70 videos. Wow. I didn't realize you had that many, Jen. Yeah, it's not showing up. Not showing up that way yet. Let's see. I need to go here. They don't have the Relate-A-Bout doesn't have any videos, and they're at 1,000.07 subscribers. What does that mean? 1,070. I can math. I know how to math. 1,070 subscribers. The Relate-A-Bout is exciting. I'm excited to see what they do over there. I was really saddened to see Tommy say that he's not going to be doing the lifeboat anymore. But I'm hopeful that his excitement about the Relate-A-Bout will really kind of mitigate the sadness, any sadness he might have at leaving the lifeboat. That's really, really sad. Hey, Lori, how are you? I didn't get enough time with y'all when I was downtown for that 15-minute little not pulling the shades. What was that about? That was just unacceptable. That's just unacceptable. They didn't pull the shades. I'm just. So I don't think I had enough time with you guys while I was doing that. So I came home and needed a little more. Yeah, I hated to see him go too, Susan. I think that's really sad. I watched the video and but I was really excited to see the Relate-A-Bout. Okay, you got to tell me more than that. They didn't what? Tell me what they didn't. They didn't pull the shades? It's hard because sometimes with the lag, you guys can tell me something and I know you typed it right as I said what I was saying, but by the time I get the message, I've gone on to the next thing I said and completely forgot the last thing I said. Yeah, they didn't pull the shades. No, they didn't pull the shades. It was very upsetting. I told my friend that I was having drinks. We were having drinks around the corner, and I told her I'd give her a ride home, but would she come and come with me while I tried to get them to pull the shades? And we got there and we spent 15 minutes and they didn't pull the shades. That damn foundation org is just not doing their job. Maybe it was just because Merlin's beard wasn't there. They must like me. Yeah, they think I'm some kind of big threat. Me and my wheelchair and my camera are incredibly threatening to them. Great, Robert. I want to hear your idea for a poster. New strategy, Susan? I think we haven't been down there at night, and so they're not accustomed to seeing us at night. We've only been down there once or twice at night. And so if I really wanted to fix this, the strategy would be to start showing up at night as well. But I don't know if I want to reorganize my schedule to show up at night on a regular basis down there. I'm going to have to think long and hard about how much more time I might have to commit to going down to the org. I could certainly, I'm not down there all day, every day, like some folks are in Denver and Chicago and Austin and LA. But it's never been my intention to be down there all day, every day. My intention has been more to just be guerrilla attacks, sniper attacks, show up, make them pull the blinds, and then take off. I don't know. I want to know your idea for a poster, Robert, if you're willing to share. You might not be willing to share, which I understand. But we have the queen of the posters here. Pup Groomer is here, and she is definitely drive-by protesting. That's funny, Robert. We can add honk if you're against Scientology to it so we can use it. Okay. Okay, when I watch the video. I'll watch the video tonight, Robert. Pup is a superstar. Between Pup, Groomer, and Fluffer Squirrel, we are going to have this whole thing sorted in no time. DOA thinks the IRS protest might be pulled together by a troll. Really? That's interesting. I hadn't heard that. Tax exemption flyers last night. Why does he think it's a troll, Susan? I wonder how much delay they are adding on either side of this stream. There's got to be at least 4 or 5 seconds of delay. I hadn't. Oh, does he? Aha. He. Uh, I don't know, Pup. What do you think? Does he really think the IRS protest might be pulled together by a troll? I thought it was. I mean, do we not know who's pulling it together? It seemed legit. I'm not sure what a troll thinks they would benefit by creating a protest that people all go to. Is the first protest tomorrow? What is that, the date for tomorrow is the first practice? I haven't paid much attention to when and where because I knew the where was not something I could accomplish. So I haven't paid attention to the when. No one but Laura, DOA, and Chris showed up for the practice. Practice was today. You work all the time, you're lost with what's going on lately? Yeah. Well, let's see what's going on lately. Jessica Palmadessa got assaulted by a Scientologist Monday night, and that was quite the adventure. I haven't heard yet if they've found the guy or what the outcome on that was. Apparently, the internet had him identified, his wife, his kids, his address. Yeah, she's okay. She wasn't it he just pushed her into her car and okay, pup groomer. If you email it to me, I'll post it. Yeah, he tried to hit and push her into the car, and she laughed and said she had it on video. And then they spent the rest of the evening trying to catch the guy. It was a whole game of cat and mouse because Scientology would not let the cops come in and find him. They wouldn't let him search inside the building. They wouldn't cooperate with the cops trying to find the guy who'd done the deed. The Scientologist, not too surprising, the Scientologists wouldn't cooperate. Interestingly, they are ruthless. Interestingly, the cops were actually quite nice to Jessica. They were accommodating, they were interested, they were helpful. They right away said they needed to arrest him. It was really good. So at least one good experience with the cops. What else is going on? Trashy V12 BMW found a bunch of Scientology papers in a dumpster. Yeah, so you saw that part. What else? What else? Liz Ferris's birthday was yesterday, and Pearl Snappy's birthday was Monday. There hasn't been much else going on. It's been relatively relatively quiet. I am waiting patiently to see if there is any more fallout from the live that Aaron did with Andrew. What's the guy's last name? He did a live with Andrew Gold and talked a lot about politics with Andrew Gold. Pearl Snappy got her, yeah, gold. Okay, did you email it to me, Pup Groomer? So Aaron had this live stream with Andrew Gold, and they talked a lot about politics, and I expect there will be it may take time, but I expect that there will end up being some fallout from it. Thank you. If you email it to me right now, I will pop over there like quick as can be and drop the link into the chat for anybody who wants to take a look, like me. I really need to get things set up so that I'm streaming not on an iPad, because if I stream on an iPad, I can't share the screen, which is... I'm in your emails, Pup Groomer, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I need to start streaming on a PC so that I can share things and watch things and share the screen and show you guys things. All I can do with this is I can just do live streaming. I can't even go look at another window because it'll stop the live streaming. So, exactly, Lisa. I think a lot of people are cogitating, which is better than people coming right out and exploding. But I think that there will be fallout, because I don't think people are going to stay quiet for long. I've already heard people talking about it. And not just here, not just me. It's... So what else this week? YouTube, no politics in taking down the cult. We are too divided. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, stop. Thank you. Hey, Wolf Machine. How are you? Politics do suck. Politics do suck. There's the puppy. Susan, he's so upset with me. I had to leave the house at I left the house at 9:15 this morning, and I didn't get home until just before 8. So he is Paolo! Hola! Paulo, you're going to have to teach me how to say hello in Portuguese because I keep saying hola. Yeah, isn't he a cutie pie? Let's see if we can get a better angle of you there, Orion. That's a little better. That's a little better. You guys, I talk for an hour and then everybody starts showing up. I feel like I'm going to have to repeat myself. So, Lori, I think that's all that's going on. It's Jessica on today's Wednesday. So it was Jessica on Monday was really the big fun thing. There was the protest today at the IRS center, but um like Jen said, only Lara and DOA and who was there? Lara and DOA and one other person. As a dyke with mostly queer and trans friends, I couldn't sit through the interview. I'm unsubbed, but I'm not about to tell others how to respond. Everything doesn't have to be drama. You couldn't sit through it. Yeah. I imagine that is how a lot of people. Hola, hey. Okay. As a mother with mostly queer and trans children, I was deeply disappointed. Deeply disappointed. And that is, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Everything doesn't have to be drama. Um, I'm hopeful that Nora's commentary is the correct commentary and that Aaron is open to learning. I think that there is at least one interpretation here where Aaron was a little too naive about politics, and I don't think Andrew Gold did him any favors. Yep, there you go, Lori. We can agree on ending the cult, and that is enough. Hold on just a second, guys. The dog needs water, and so I gotta give up and give him some water. And there's really no reason that I have to turn the camera off, except it seems weirder to have you guys sit there looking at nothing than it does to black out the camera. DOA listed a few very good reasons why he thinks they got trolled with that. It will be very, very interesting to watch, Jen. It will be very interesting to watch. I guess my concern, Wolf Machine, is that I don't know that everybody can be that practical. And I'm just really disappointed. Just really disappointed. Don't ever meet your heroes, guys. Aaron isn't intending, I don't think, to be anybody's hero. So I think it's important for us to remember, I guess, that he's just human. See, now I'm flip flopping on both sides. I shouldn't even talk about it. Because we need to end the cult, and that's the priority. They didn't pull their shades for me tonight, guys. Wolf Machine, did you hear that? I went and I was there for 15 whole minutes, and they didn't pull their shades. Yes, Lisa. Yes. He's an expert on Scientology. He's never claimed to be an expert about other things. I think that's a really good perspective. Um, but I can't tell everybody to feel that way. I don't think I have. I mean, it's not. Everybody has to figure out what they're going to do. Um, I just. Honestly, I think he was naive and Andrew Gold rolled him. And I think that it was unfair of Andrew Gold to do that. It wasn't something that a friend does, in my opinion. But now I'll actually stop talking about it. Drama's exhausting, Lori. Yeah, it is exhausting. It is exhausting. I have a freshman in high school tell me about how exhausting drama is. And I'll tell you what, who's the worst with the drama is the high school teachers. No, that's not true. The 15-year-old is quite dramatic all on their own. Yeah, not a fan of Andrew Gold. Not a fan of Andrew Gold. I think what no, I said I wouldn't presume to speak to Aaron about Scientology with any authority. You mean Merlin's beard and everybody else, Wolf Machine? They think of me as a friend? No, I think actually it was because it was the evening crew and they're not used to me being there and we don't usually show up. But it could also be, don't they look lonely and friendless? It could also be, Wolf Machine, that there were people there um watching a video. They had live prospects in the building, and it has happened in the past that they've refused to pull shades because they had live prospects in the building. So it may very well be the reason they didn't pull the shades is they had live prospects in the building. Yeah, it was disappointing. It was rather disappointing. People they're trying to impress. Exactly. Exactly, Wolf. People they're trying to impress. They've done it. They've done it before. Two more days left in the week. Hopefully they got out after the 6 hours of videos. Yeah, if I hadn't had my friend there, I probably would have stayed at least until it got dark and watched what happened more. I I think I think he is. I think his words were not. Nora made the comment, and I will agree, that he did not say the things that Andrew Gold said. I didn't like it. Yeah, I don't think it's my place. As unhappy as I am about it, I don't feel it's my place. I'm only an ally. I'm not a member of the community. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't know why I don't like him. I don't like him the same way that I don't like. I hate to say it cuz he was in my stream hanging out last week, but I'm not. Alex is not somebody. ASL specifically talked about Aja and how much he adored her. He said that specifically to Andrew Gold in response to some of his questions, Wolf. So he brought up Aja, and I don't remember the exact context. I would have to go back and watch it again. Um, he looks like Scott Baio. I had such a crush on Scott Baio when I was a kid. He's incredibly right wing, if I recall, nowadays. So yeah, well, if it wouldn't surprise, he talked about Aja as someone that he likes and respects, and that would obviously be a woman. Um, and if I recall correctly, he was refuting something. Yeah, Chachi. Yeah. Now that doesn't mean. I mean, he brought her up specifically, if I recall correctly, to refute some points Andrew made. I think um Andrew was kind of trying to have it be a guy's yuck yuck. And I don't think Aaron went quite that far. I think I think Andrew Gold was making it more uncomfortable than it might have been. And Aaron did not put his foot down and tell Andrew that he was full of shit. Yep, Charles in charge. Chachi. Chachi. Chachi is a right winger now. Um if I recall correctly. If that's important to you. I am not. So I'll be very transparent about my politics. I am not a right winger. I will listen and talk to anybody, but I'm not a right winger. So please do not go spewing hate in the chat, in the comments. Y'all don't anyhow. Um, I think everybody's politics are inevitable. Everybody's politics are always going to eventually come out. None of us can be that restrained unless we really don't have any politics. Some people really don't have any politics, and I suppose that's okay. You're Canadian, you don't know anybody's politics. I was talking to my Canadian friend. She moved to Canada after Trump was elected, and they're citizens now. And she was talking something about Trudeau, and she was talking him up because she was impressed and pleased, and her Canadian friends were like hating on him. And she reminded all her Canadian friends that she's American. You don't need to care. You don't need to care. Everything is political, but that doesn't mean that everybody has to care about politics. People can just do what they do. Exactly. No T word, right? You hate politics, but as a queer person, other people's politics make you have to be political. I like that, Wolf Machine. I like that. As a woman, well, see, I kind of like politics. I majored in political science, y'all. So politics is kind of my thing. I just what annoys me is when people don't do politics right, which is, 99.9% of the time. You're conservative but not hateful, so you can agree to have a conversation with people I like and respect with different beliefs. Manuel, we love that. I tend to be conservative in some areas. I'm pretty socially progressive, but I tend to be somewhat fiscally conservative. You were a psych major? Cool. Pup groomer, right? Rasta Manuel, exactly. Kat, how are you? Are you headed off to bed? It is getting kind of late. I figured I'd try out a late night stream and see how it went. And everybody showed up about 45 minutes in, so we're doing a long one. You want to hang out for a minute, or are you off to bed? It's probably been a long day for you. Yeah. I want that on a t-shirt. Other people's politics make me political. The right wing crazies do give conservative people a bad name. It's my feeling about the right wing Christians. Give Christians a bad name. Those people aren't Christian. Good night, cat. Sleep tight. Sleep well. Have sweet dreams. All of the things. I'm sorry I don't get to see you longer, but have a good sleep. 3 hours north of home doing a fire watch job. What's a fire watch job, Lori? I'm curious. Guys, I am convinced that this is a defective. Yeah, they present an image that sticks to everyone. It pisses me off. They're not Christian. They're not Christian. And what's unfortunate is Other people think Christian means, oh, in the Cascades. Are you in Vancouver, Wolf Machine? No, you're in Washington. Sorry. I'm getting Wolf Machine, you confused me because I was talking to Lori. Lots of firewatch spots in the Cascades in Dew. Jen, to be honest, I think you just explained my political view the best way. I'm not right or left. Lean a little conservative in some areas, but not in others, just like you. Yeah, I mean, I I think tradition is not a bad word, but I also think we shouldn't be bound by it. Um, because social change is social change. So you smoke blunts, no problems. I offered I offered my 21-year-old just turned 21 and I offered to smoke a blunt with them and they laughed at me and told them all their college friends told them blunts suck. Blunts are what I like. Problem is, damn it all, near Longview on the Columbia. Oh, you're really close to me, Wolf Machine. That's right. I remember that. Lori, an electric car exploded at a dealership in the Bay. While they were working, you watched for fire. Got it. Blunts, no problems. Yeah, so my 21-year-old, all her college friends told her not to smoke blunts. So she wouldn't smoke a blunt with me. And now the light's coming on, but I don't think anybody's home on that puppy. You puffed a lot, Lori? Low on tobacco, so you smoke trim like cigarettes for 2 days. I like blunts because I cough too much if I just smoke straight weed. I cough up a lung. And so I am unwilling to just smoke weed without some tobacco in there. Never occurred how that could be necessary. Interesting. If there were never social change, we would never have had the women's suffrage movement and the civil rights movement. Exactly. Which is what I was going to kind of say in response to Wolf Machine's comment about how other people's politics make her have to be political. Um, Wolf Machine, please tell me if I'm misgendering you. The same is true for women. Exactly. Social change is always needed over time. And not only needed, it's just going to happen. They were working. They're gone for the night. You're just watching for hazards. It's your second job and it's easy. Hotel, food, travel, and pay. Wow, that is an exceptional second job. I am impressed. You're very welcome, Wolf Machine. I had been doing they because I wasn't sure, and then I dropped right into she, but I realized that I wasn't sure, so I'm glad that's okay. I swear to God, this sucker is defective. It it's just got to be effective. You guys have been watching. I've been puffing on this. and I am definitely not high. Okay, now it's working. Now it's working. Sorry. Yeah, if there were never social change, we would never have had the women's suffrage movement. We'd never have civil rights. We never would have progressed past slavery. Yeah, I know, pup groomer. The little light. There's smoke now. It just didn't feel like it was working. Now it's working too good. Last time I was working with it, it didn't have a charge. I kind of like this better than a cart because the carts are so damn messy. They leak all over the fucking place. For all of us on the West Coast, you love our area. Someone please marry you so you can live there too. Oh, I don't know. You probably want to be more south than here on the West Coast because here it just rains all the time. Sunrise Dawn, how are you? We've just been chit chatting away. You want to be further south than I am so that it doesn't rain from, let's see, it starts raining on about the 15th of September. It starts raining and it rains all the way through the 5th of July. Washington or Oregon, really, Lori. You like the wet, huh? I am doing okay, Sunrise. Dawn has risen. Indeed, Wolf Machine. It has been a day. I went down to the org today. I was only there for about um 15 minutes cuz I had class and then I went for drinks with an old co-worker and then I was going to give her a ride home, but she said she'd come and I'd show her how I could make the blinds close at the org. And then oh no, it's okay, Sunrise Dawn. Uh uh there haven't been very many people here and Susan was here for a while if she's not still here. Yeah, she's still here. So we've been just fine. It's been a quiet little thing. I've been talking about um how the damn org didn't pull the shades for me today and how disappointing that was. And we were bringing Lori up to date with what's going on. That DOA thinks that the IRS audit is a scam or a troll. We've been talking about getting high. We've been complaining about my little disposable because it won't light up. I'm told that spliffs are a more effective way of getting high, which I agree with. The problem with spliffs, y'all, is I can't smoke them in the house. And I don't always want to go outside. So that's where the carts and the disposables come into place. Yeah, Jen was saying that it was in their stream from today. Thrasher, you didn't know who was chill like that? Me? Thrasher, I don't know that I've seen you here before. Have you been lurking and didn't realize I was chill? I gotta get better. Live streaming is like an ADD machine, you guys. You're trying. Well, let's look here. It was DOA and Laura. Thrasher, I am a mom. I am the grandma type, but I'm the cool grandma. I am the cool grandma. Okay. Let's see. Wolf Machine, tell me again how far into the video was it? I thought you said like 129.
Who cares?
I'll look later. She's planted herself. You got a whole new respect for me? Now, what did I do to get the respect, Big Chief? Lisa, they were downtown protesting today. No, yesterday. They were downtown protesting yesterday. You're right, it was yesterday. I want to know, Big Chief, how come you've got new respect for me? Because I get high? That's funny. Sunrise Dawn, she has planted herself right in front of you and is demanding pets. Of course, this is prime petting time. Why are you not complying, Dawn? Sunrise Dawn, I have a suggestion that you're not going to like because we have a little bit easier time doing the litter boxes, but we've only got 2 cats. A fellow blunt smoker. Aha. It was yesterday that happened. Okay. I'm getting my days confused. Sounds about right for me with the can't remember shit that's been going on lately. Yes, I like my blunts. 14 cats and 1 dog. How does the dog do being so outnumbered, Sunrise? Yeah, she has a lot of cats. Thank you, Lori. Guys, how's my likes? Yeah, my husband came home. We both got home late. We weren't home until about 8 tonight. He got home, and the first thing he said is, "The cats haven't been fed, eh?" The cats are certainly in charge, even in this house. even in this house. So how was Reese today, you guys? If you watched her, I didn't get to see very much at all. It looked like she was having a nice time with the friend of hers that she had on. I didn't get to see Marilyn today. It's been a really not on the internet day for me. I feel like I don't know anything that's going on. That's probably why I thought the protest was yesterday. Marilyn took today off. Good. Good. I'm glad Marilyn took today off. A Natalie update. Natalie is not going to be doing a live tomorrow morning because she will be on a plane on her way to see Aaron in Clearwater. So they're flying out there tomorrow. So that's exciting. Susan, I've forgotten who I was talking about. That was nice and funny. That is how long my memory lasts. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people there. Video editor person in England. Oh, the man with Reese. Yes. Thank you, Susan. The man with Reese. Yes. The video editing girl. Thank you, Dawn. Kelly Copter is coming too. So it's really exciting. Kelly Copter is going to be in Clearwater and she's going to go visit Marilyn as well. We should have got a group together and flown Marilyn down to Clearwater, but it's a little late now. Kelly is going to visit Clearwater. Danny and Leah are on their way to Clearwater. Natalie and my Tony are going to be in Clearwater. Kelly Copter is going to be in Clearwater. Clearwater is going to be hopping this weekend. Liz Gale is also going to be in Clearwater this weekend. It's a huge number of people in Clearwater this weekend. I can't wait to watch how things go down. And they've got nothing planned. There's no plan happening. There is no plan so far as I've heard so far. But a very full house. I expect we will hear more sometime tomorrow afternoon after Natalie lands. So it should be an exciting day tomorrow. So what do you think, guys? A lot of your family is in Clearwater? That's cool, Sunrise. Too much going on? Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad you can't make it down, but there'll be other opportunities. There will be other opportunities. That is for sure. Why does it feel like my head's crooked? Because I've got it turned. Because I don't know. I got to get a better setup for this, you guys, if I'm going to keep doing this. And I kind of like doing it. You guys keep coming, so you must like me doing it at least a little bit. So, mom grew up in Tampa, dad grew up just outside of Orlando. Wow. Lakeland is close to Clearwater, I'm assuming. How did you guys end up so far away in Georgia? Well, I suppose Georgia isn't that far, but Nevada's far. I'm still not feeling this weed, you guys. Dad's job moved us there. Okay. Lakeland is the Tampa side of halfway between Tampa and Orlando. Okay. Okay. So you're going to get down there to visit sometime soon too, Jen, huh? Okay, guys, clearly my mouth is running out of steam. You guys' fingers are running out of chats. So it sounds like the time to part is arriving eventually. This is the first Minnesota goodbye. It's the first Minnesota goodbye. So don't think it's something it's not. It's only the first one. A small town south of Lakeland, about 30 minutes from Clearwater. So that's right, Jen. You said you've always known about Scientology. I think I remember you saying that. Robert, thank you for being here. Thank you for staying. Good to see you. Sweet dreams, sleep well, all the things. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Not you guys, just you. Um, I'm sorry that it never looks like I'm looking at you. That's what I was thinking about as I was trying to say goodnight to you, Robert, that I was looking down. See, I'm looking intently at you because your name's right there. Good night, Robert. Sleep well. Sunrise Dawn, you were talking to your uncle recently, and he was telling you how sad he thought it was that Scientology has basically killed downtown Clearwater. It is an all fired pity. It's destroying the town, it's destroying a community. People can't, I mean, there's no community there. They've managed to destroy it, which is what Scientology is a community destroying cancer because disconnection is the opposite of community. Community is the opposite of disconnection. So, Clearwater does look beautiful. Mm-hmm. They are a virus. I agree. Yes, they literally are. The government of Clearwater is not particularly making that difficult for them, though, which is also sad. It's also sad. Okay, guys, it is 10 o'clock. Does this mean I'm only going to have 2 Minnesota goodbyes if I really wrap it up now? That can't be right. You have to have at least 3 Minnesota goodbyes or you're not an actual Minnesotan. Yes, it is, Lori. How long do you have to wait between goodbyes for them to be officially a different goodbye? That would be the pragmatics question. That had I taken pragmatics, I could do a research paper on. I think, what do you guys think? Maybe the pot's starting to work. My uncle said he went on a job interview a while back and an HR person whispered to him that it was a Scientology company. He noped it right out of there. Wow. I have to tell you, funny, Sunrise. I went to work this morning and then I had class and then I had drinks with an old work colleague and we haven't seen each other in 2 or 3 years. So we caught up. And this particular work colleague I had run into on the street 3 or 4 weeks ago when I was live streaming. And so that's how we reconnected and made these plans to go out for drinks. And so we finally got to the point of the conversation where she asked, where it was time for me to say what I was doing live streaming that evening. And I said, well, you know about Scientology, right? And she got this look in her eye. She got this look in her eye. She was so afraid that I was going to say that I had decided that Scientology was the answer. Was the funniest thing ever, you guys. It was so hilarious. She was so scared I was going to say Scientology was the solution. I'd have noped it right out of there, too. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Any other updates you need, Lori? You can always hang out with us. We'll keep you in the loop about all the goings on around town. Natalie's not the only one who can keep people updated. I didn't mean to have that sound mean. I meant to make it as a joke. With a big fat FU. Mm-hmm. You're good. I probably gave you more politics than you wanted. I'm really sorry about that. It's been weighing heavy. 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Do you get to sleep? How do you do fire watch and have a second job? You might 8 or 9 channels and still can't keep up with all the news. You don't get to sleep. So when do you sleep, Lori? there's a lot to keep up with, and it's not just the Scientology news, it's also the streamer news, right? That's harder to keep up with. That's the piece that's hard, because how do you watch? You sleep during the daytime. Okay. That's hard, Lori. So you watch streams at night. You watch streams on YouTube at night to keep you awake. Better than TV, I bet. That's just my guess. I know you mod 8 or 9 channels. Are you sure you don't mod more than that? You mod for Liz Ferris. You mod for Reese, don't you? Who else do you mod for? Oh, saving for Europe. Where are you going to go in Europe? We were talking about that too, Sunrise Dawn. I was talking about how sad I was about that, but also how glad that the Relate-A-Boat, you've heard about the Relate-A-Boat, I'm sure. The Relate-A-Boat, because you probably knew about it before I did. Ireland, Greece, Poland, and Italy. Wow, Lori. That's an amazing selection. Do you mind if I ask, are those because heritage, or is there some other reason behind the selection of those 4 countries? I find it an interesting combination. Both Liz's, oh, Liz Gale and Liz Ferris, Marilyn, me, Nancy Drew. I didn't realize Nancy Drew had a channel. Denver Stevo, Reese. Oh, and Mama's Life. That's right. That's right. Wasn't sure if you were in. That's what I was wondering about Marilyn, but I think it's Natalie where I've seen you, but you don't have a wrench in Natalie. Hey, Miss Susie, how are you doing? How are you doing? It was nice to see you with Mama today. And Poe. Your bestie is Irish Polish. Yeah, it's been a long day and a long week. It's been a long week for me. I do not like Monday, Wednesday classes. I do not know why I like Monday, Wednesday classes so much less than I like Tuesday, Thursday. But I really dislike Monday, Wednesday classes. They make my week all fakaked. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It looked like the two of you were having fun, and that makes the rest of it fun. I'm sorry I couldn't watch more of it. I keep an earbud in my ear while I'm working, but sometimes I got to turn stuff off and I don't get back to it. So that's the other thing that's new, Lori. Susie had a live with Mama's Life today, and it went very well. It was quite nice to listen to, at least the parts that I got to see. And apparently I've impressed some folks who've been who've been lurking by the fact that I get high at all, and I've impressed other folks because I smoke spliffs. I don't know, doesn't take much to impress folks now. Third Midwest goodbye. Has anybody ever determined how many Midwest goodbyes it takes to make a full Midwest goodbye? See, Lori, there's something we missed to tell you. We completely forgot. Replay crew's important. We like having you around. Commenting makes a huge difference. Minimum 3 to 5. I am still live. Still from when? Ah! I got dog hair in my lip gloss, y'all. I am still live, Amy. Sometimes it's hard to tell if I'm actually live. No, there's a way to tell, I think, guys. Oh. I suppose it depends on what. I'm sure it looks different in the app than it might on a different thing. So it might be harder to tell in some formats than others, Amy. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking it through. Okay, guys, 9, 3 to 5. I can't remember what the numbers were about. Oh, how many Midwest goodbyes? Minimum of 3 to 5. There you go. 9. You were sassy with Steve-O? I don't think I have ever watched Denver Steve-O. But apparently I should, because I like sassy. He was being funny and telling everybody to put various numbers in the chat. I told him no. I like 7s and would only put 7s. And I reminded him I was the only mod there. He couldn't kick you out. Can I kick mods out? I can. That's cool. Luckily, he loves you. Well, you're pretty lovable, Dawn. You are pretty lovable. Let's see this guy and see if he'll come say a Minnesota goodbye. Come here. You gonna come? Come on. He's gonna make me do a funny show for you guys. Now he's gonna, yeah. So he sat down. He sat down. Come on. Come here. I don't have any treats for you. You're not gonna come with called. How about this? Will you come for this? That's a good boy. Come here. Come here. That's a good boy. Here he is. Here he is, this one. There he is. There he is. Do you know one of the first streams that I did from home? I had Orion up on my lap and I had somebody comment that I should not bring the dog onto the stream because he interrupted my stream of thought. That's what they said. I thought it was rude. I thought it was rude. So rude. So very rude. He a good boy. he a good boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to lick me some more? No, you don't need to lick me more. You can just be a good boy. Come and say Minnesota goodbye. Okay, guys. Where are we at? We're at 4. +1 for the dog. I know, right, Dawn? I was like, I'm sorry. You don't want him on screen? He's adorable. Pup groomer, you're going to go find the strongest decongestant you have in the house. Take a dose and a tad bit extra and find the Vicks Vaco Rub and go get some sleep. Vicks Vapo Rub is the best. I thought it was rude. Thank you guys. I don't know who this guy, like, I don't even know if he's been back. And, I'm like, seriously? Jen, sleep well. I'm going to try and make Chow's show tonight, but I'm afraid I'm going to pull into bed and just fall asleep because it's been such a long day. You guys are both tired? I don't know how you guys stay. Dawn, I don't know how you stay up so late for her show. It's only 11 o'clock for me, and it's all I can do to do it. So, yeah, Amy, it stings to put it up your nose. We always had to put it like this when I was little, and it always made my lip burn, and it tastes awful. Awful. You sleep while the kiddo's at school. See, I hate naps. I hate naps with a passion. I never do well with naps. So it doesn't work. I got to get all my sleep in one fell swoop. And so, yes, back to what you're saying, Amy. Chat always interrupts, and dogs are cute. And furthermore, I can't keep my train of thought with or without the dog. So I'm not sure what difference they think the dog is making. In your throats or on your throats? My mom put it on my throat all the time. You're an insomniac anyways. So when you can't sleep on the meds, it's bad. Yeah. Yeah. In your throat. I don't even know how you do that. That's got to be awful. That stuff tastes the nastiest. Vicks is, I love Vicks and I love the smell of Vicks, but in is, I'd never heard of in. Yes, Tori has someone who helps her remember where she is in thought. Susan helps me with that quite often nowadays. I imagine it was horrible. Oh my god, it tastes like, I mean, I have had worse tasting things than Vicks, but not very many. Not very many. Ugh. And with with the petroleum jelly, it just black. Oh, black. How is it supposed to help your throat from the inside? Oh my God, Susan. I am so sorry. Maybe when we get to 1,000 subs, I'll do a high stream. That might be a good thing to do at 1,000 subs. I didn't write down the other two ideas. I better do that. The drawings. We could have drawings. That's what it was. Okay, guys, we're at 2 hours. It's been amazing. Amy, I'm sorry to take off just as you show up. A high stream. I meant I'd do a stream and smoke a blunt while I did the stream. I'm trying to think of fun things to do for when I get to 1,000 subs. I might be a little silly when I get high. You didn't die. That would be lovely. We could all get high together. That would be even more fun, although not everybody has to indulge. And apparently, we had lurkers in the chat who now think I'm cool. Not Wolf Machine, but others. Silly is good. I could use a little more silly in my life. That is for certain. Okay, guys. It's 10:30. I need to at least get myself somewhat ready for bed. I don't have to work tomorrow. I don't have therapy. Therapy canceled on me, which is a major bummer because I would have moved work from today to tomorrow. But that would have sucked because then I wouldn't have a day off. I know she did. It was so much fun. I was there. Dawn. It was so much fun to watch all of you together. That would be another fun thing to do. We'll just have to see if Fluffer and Susan and you are willing, because I would love to do that. I'm still hoping that we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of April. That might be a bit ambitious. We might need to wait till the end of May, which would be the whole quarter or most of the quarter. No, pretty much the whole quarter. You had no warning? I remember that. Mandy said she hadn't been able to get through to you for some reason, and so she hadn't been able to tell you. That's unfortunate, but I think you handled it with style and grace. You did the first mod training. What do you think of Ellie? Is she not wonderful, Susan? I was so impressed with her. I was really impressed with Ellie. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Well, hey there, Frosty. Thanks so much for your opinion. I appreciate the engagement. Did you have anything else you wanted to share? No, Gen Wow is great. Ha, you already took care of it. Come on, let me play every once in so often, y'all. Little shit. Oh, yeah, Susan, I was really, really impressed with Ellie and Jen. Frosty the Garbage Man? Yeah, Frosty the Garbage Man. I don't know what he thinks garbage is. Between Frosty the Garbage Man and our little girl yesterday, um, I am really glad we've got mods here. Isn't it cool? Yeah, have you been able to practice, Susan? You can practice on Sunrise Dawn if you want. It is really cool to be able to see. I can't I can't see all the stuff you guys can see cuz I'm doing it through live stream or not live stream. Jiminy Christmas. StreamYard. I'm doing it through StreamYard, so I can't cuz I hate the YouTube app. I hate streaming through the YouTube app. At least the YouTube app on the iPad sucks to stream through. After the next class, okay. I don't want her to boot anybody because then I have to come just time out you. Just try and time out Wolf Machine. You still want the next class first? So I can't see in StreamYard, I think, all the things that I would be able to see if I was in YouTube streaming. I should try what it looks like streaming from Safari on YouTube instead of in the app. Wolf Machine, one of the really interesting things that Ellie pointed out during this mod training is that if you by accident time someone out for 24 hours, that you can, if you go back in and time them out for 5 seconds, it the only timeout that takes effect is the last timeout. So that's the way to fix it if people get timed out by accident, which happens sometimes. There is not a magical way to fix it if you're booted, though. I had to get a hold of Reese through back channels because I accidentally got banned on Reese's channel. It's a major pain in the ass. Hey, Pamela, how are you? You showed up just in time. It's a major pain in the ass for the banning. So we avoid the banning, but for people who show up like Frosty B Rock's Insights. Yep, it's a pain in the patootie. And going in to find that section is also not particularly intuitive to find. It's not anywhere close to intuitive to find. Jen, I thought you were going back to bed. Okay, guys. Seriously now, we've done over a half an hour of Minnesota goodbyes. And the dog just stole something out of my purse. Or maybe he stole a toy. What you got there, Bubba? Maybe it's something out of my purse. Good night, Amy. Sleep well. Sleep very well. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Oh, Susan, it's easy to trust you. Pamela, I'm sorry that you're showing up and we're running. It's just that time. So we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.